In a world where fear lurks around every corner, Fear Frame is your guide to the best and worst of horror cinema.
Welcome to the first episode of Fear Frame, a horror movie podcast. Today we're reviewing 964 Pinocchio. Devin was awesome enough to rip me a VHS copy of the movie, give me a VCR and DVD player combo. I forgot how much I miss watching VHS movies. The hiss of the VCR and the tape starting up. I've been binge watching movies recently. And, the initial release for the movie was September 14th, 1991. I'm going to fuck the director's name up. The
names in this are crazy, dude.
Watching the movie again today, I felt so bad for Pinocchio at the end. Like halfway, like 3/4 of the way through, he starts deteriorating and getting fucked up, and I'm so sad. Like it's so fucked up.
It is really crazy because he's just really like shit the whole time, dude.
The director is Shozen Fukui. There's a sequel to the movie called Rubber's Lover, which I didn't realize.
I didn't know that either. I was actually just telling the old lady about it, dude. So I might have to try to hit my buddy up because if you try to buy this movie, you're looking at like at least $100 a movie, and that's for the DVD too.
Damn, that's like I found people on Reddit trying to find it, and they're like, "We can't find it, and if you do, it's on YouTube for like free, but it's not dubbed. It's just straight Japanese, no like subtitles or anything."
Oh damn!
The genre is horror, science fiction, suspense, thriller, cyberpunk, which I can see the cyberpunk aspect, and erotic thriller. It's an hour and 37 minutes. It's only in Japanese, which it sucked, but I don't know if the English subtitles were correct. Because there's a bunch of people on Reddit saying that the words that were put down on the screen didn't mimic what was happening in the movie.
You know what? I thought about that multiple times when I was watching it. Is that you could watch it without subtitles and you still want to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it was watching it again. I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Even watching like 2 or 3 times, I'm just like, I kind of know what's going on, but then I'm like, wait, is she normal or is she like a weird fucking sex robot? Because
so that's where that. So after he gets lost and she's all sad about it and comes back and they hook up. After they hook up, like what happened to her?
yeah,
Because he like started going crazy. So I have an idea. It says that they're robot or he's a robot, right? But so in when they are in like that facility that they make them or sell them, and they're looking through that catalog trying to pick out a new one because they fucking pitched out Pinocchio. And you look at the pictures and they don't look anything like humans when they're looking at them. So are they actually robots or are they like creatures or even demons from like another dimension?
yeah, that one book, that lady was flipping through the book and it was like a head and like a blob or something.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck?
And like yeah, they're picking out so like that and like in like towards the end they talk about like they wiped his memories. So and I think it does show that in like the beginning when they show that thing over top of his head with like the cords hanging down.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's getting electrocuted. I think that's what they're doing is removing his memories that way.
And she's also been memory wiped too, so that or her memory's not there, which was
See, I didn't understand. I just thought that lady was like a homeless lady that lived in the nastiest building ever. It's like
Dude,
the room, their housing situation, disgusting. Like
dude,
while I'm sitting there, I'm thinking this place has to smell so fucking bad in there.
dude. Holy, it was like they were in the basement of the building.
They were like in the storage closet of it, and it was pretty nasty,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, that was nasty. And then he like started morphing all over the floor.
Okay, so with that, all right. So the movie's called Pinocchio, right? And what is Pinocchio? Pinocchio is a puppet that becomes a real boy, right?
Yeah,
Or thinks he's a real boy, and later on in the movie becomes a real boy. So they like connect, right? And she starts like losing her mind a little bit, and then he starts like getting all crusty. They get way too much crusty people in this film. But is it like a cocoon? Does
yeah,
he is it like a cocoon that he's like creating? Because it does look like he's in like some nasty goo shell.
yeah.
So
Like,
like that's what I was wondering. It was like a metamorphosis where he was becoming like more human. But see, he already had his memories back, kind of.
yeah, kind
So
of.
that happened prior to the cocoon thing. So
It,
you think that lady was a robot too?
I,
The girl that found him?
I think so, or she was something because at the end she tells him to rip your face off, and then she rips her face off and like throws it, and then she's got that giant fucking head, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't, huh? Like that.
Well,
She's
that happened like multiple times in the movie where like it was like a really nasty, sticky situation, and then the
yeah,
next scene they're whistling and walking down the street all clean. So like, is the stuff that they're actually seeing or we're seeing, is it actually happening, or is it like flashes of like how their brains are processing?
yeah, because I, like she went nuts at one point, and then she's going through the hardware store, like skipping and laughing, pushing the cart, grabs the welding
Yep.
helmet, flips it on, and just like starts going around just grabbing random shit. And I'm
You
just
know, and
like,
she's booking it. She's booking it in like the train station too. And I'm like, how is she not running into those pillars, dude? Because
yeah,
she was running fast and swerving.
yeah, and that welding hood is a solid shade. There's
Yeah,
no like normal shade on that.
yeah, I noticed that too. I thought it
And
was
I'm
pretty
like,
funny, dude.
what the fuck? How are you doing that? You're running around
Praying
skipping.
while they're running.
Yeah. She like her laugh and shit was hilarious at one point. Because
So it was crazy when like she started laughing, and like I really like it happened like more than once. So like when she like opened her mouth, it almost looked like her face changed. And that happened like during that scene when like Pinocchio's like almost melting or whatever, after that scene that they hook up.
yeah,
And she like backs up against the wall. It's right before she went to the hardware store. And like you look at her mouth, and I don't know if that was like an effect that they did or if that was like just her being able to do that with her face, because you remember when she hooks him up with the chain, right? She
yeah.
starts yanking him, and then he hits that garbage can of trash on her.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious.
And if you look at her face, her eyes look like they got really, really big. And I was like,
Yeah,
man, are they messing? Are they? Is that like a special effect that they're doing, or is that just her manipulating her face to do that?
dude.
Because it
Yeah.
was weird.
That and then oh my God. Yeah, that garbage scene. She got pissed. And then she started licking up all the
Then she
like
started licking it, dude. You started eating it. I was like, oh, come on now. You know that garbage water is fucking no good, dude.
and she's like,
Don't be
eh,
doing wet noodles, nah, and lettuce, no thanks.
dude. I
That part kind of grossed me out. Out of all that, that was probably the grossest scene. I mean, she wasn't like, like scooping it up, but you did, like, at the end. I was like, did that bitch just fucking lick her lips? She did. That's
Yeah.
fucking
I watched it
gross, dude.
again and she's like licking all, I don't know if it was like salad dressing or what, but it looked nasty.
She looked
That
real goopy.
that and the vomit scene in the train station, like the
Oh, okay, I actually had that written down, dude, because I didn't want to forget that. Okay, so she's like rolling around in that shit, right? And that was unpleasant. Like it's like,
yeah,
but and then later on, like a scene or two after that, it shows her back in like their dirty closet that they live in,
yeah, and
and she was like eating it, right?
yeah,
But if you look, because I was looking at, it, I'm like, what is this stuff? And I was looking at it, and it looks like they used rice. That was
yeah,
something I did notice. Is like for each special effect that they did, they used like that part, whatever they eating. So I think it was overcooked rice is what they were using. But was it supposed to be rice that she was eating in the closet, or was that supposed to be whatever the heck? Like
yeah,
I was trying to figure out what it was. Like what is that stuff that she is eating? Because even though it was rice, it still looked absolutely disgusting.
yeah. Because I'm like, did she just like grab her vomit and just bring it back and just like,
On it, right?
like here, I'm gonna eat this again. Like, what the fuck?
No, that was pretty nasty on that part.
Yeah. I was
Uh
uh, like, I think it was like 30 minutes or 3 minutes or something of her just like, I can handle.
that is something else that I noticed is that I don't get me wrong, it is visually stimulating. There's a lot of things going on at
Yeah.
once. But I feel like there was a couple scenes where they could have cut it a little bit. There was some stuff that just went on a little too long.
Yeah.
Another thing so Pinocchio, he thrashes around in that like half the movie he's fucking throwing himself around, throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
How many times do you think he busted her in the lip by walling out and hitting him? Because like I was like, oh dang, dude, he's like getting it. Like that guy, that has to be one of the most physical roles that I've ever seen
Yeah.
because he thrashes himself around a lot, and the amount that dude runs is crazy.
Dude. Yeah. Uh, for the camera rig for some of the shots, they used the old wheelchair. So like when they're running and stuff, like the camera's
Yeah.
following them. I just thought they had a like track, but it was the actual like old fucking wheelchair that they were taking around with the camera. And I was like, oh. And the it was also shot guerrilla style. And you were right.
Well, it would have to be when they were running down the street. Like
Yeah.
there was thousands of people. Like it was crazy. Like how full their streets are down there
Yeah.
or over there. Like there
And
was thousands of people. Like there's no cars on the road. It's just people, and like everybody. It was crazy because everybody was getting out of their way when they were running. I
yeah.
mean, I guess I would be too, but
See some crazy shit going on. Be like, what the fuck? I'm getting off on the road.
right. But I did notice a couple people look at the camera. Like there's this one part where it was this facing. It was like a store, and there was this little dude that came out right. And he like jumped back in the camera and like pointed at it. He was like, "Oh shit, camera!" Dude.
Yeah.
But
When she was running through skipping through the train station, there was kids coming out, and then they saw her skipping, and they all like stopped and watched her go by. It was pretty cool.
no,
I like it.
it it is pretty cool that they got everyone's like actual like what people. That's probably what people would actually do too if they seen
Yeah,
someone walking down the road acting crazy like that.
yeah, they'd be
Like
like,
I want to know what their thought was after they left later on that night after seeing Pinocchio booking down the road. They're like, "What the hell was that about?"
dude, yeah, to figure out what they were thinking, like seeing dude running through with the chains and shit, screaming.
Right?
Yeah,
was. It was crazy. And he was running so fast. Was he actually running that fast, or did they speed it up? Because it didn't look like they were speeding it up at all. It looked like he
No.
was actually just booking it.
Yeah. That like it had aspects of like what Dragon Ball Z live action should be. Like the sound effects and shit and like how they were
Oh,
acting. Yeah. And unlike the 2000 Dragon Ball Z, that was terrible fucking movie.
right. No, I never seen that, man.
Oh,
You don't recommend it, huh?
no. Piccolo is Spike from Buffy, but with like green makeup on, and it looks terrible.
Oh
He's
shit.
he's supposed to be
I think I remember
Piccolo.
hearing about it, but I don't think I ever did go and watch it.
I watched it and it was terrible. I Goku's like some little douchebag. It's fucking terrible. You could probably find it streaming somewhere and just watch it for free if you wanted.
I might check it out now. Something else I did respect about this flick is that there was like zero CGI.
Yeah,
That's my probably one of my favorite things is practical effects.
yeah. The practical effects are what makes the movies. Like when there's too much CGI, like now with most of the movies, when you look at the CGI, you're looking at it and you're like, this looks like ass. This looks like pre like 90s CGI now. It's like we've reverted back.
Nope, I've noticed that too, man. I think maybe I don't know why it looks like that because the CGI can look good because they got like I always think about Jurassic Park when I think about CGI because you can't really tell the difference between when it's the robot or when it jumps back to CGI.
Yeah,
That to me is still like one of the best CGI movies ever is Jurassic Park.
yeah, that's what's I don't understand it how we're in like 2026 and our CGI looks like ass. Yet we look at stuff from the 90s like Jurassic Park on VHS and shit. I mean,
Right.
the Star Wars prequels look like ass. I can see the lines around the people for the blue screens, but some of the CGI nowadays is not good. And then you look at practical effects and you're like, why didn't you do that instead of having CGI? Like, I'd rather have a
No,
fucking stop motion monster than a fucking CGI monster that looks like crap.
nope, I agree with you. That was have you yep. It's I think it's just so it costs so much more now to actually have someone sit there and build it rather than have someone sit at a computer and not have to pay for any parts. They just pay for the person's time to create it on the computer. So I do feel like it's a money thing because I can imagine that like the Dark Crystal. Well, okay, for instance, when they were doing the dinosaur TV show, that movie was so expensive to do because it was all puppets. That was
Yeah,
like the main reason they had to stop making it is just because it was so damn expensive to make.
I love that TV show back in the day.
Yeah, when are they going to reboot that thing? They've rebooted everything else.
Yeah, that is true. I'm waiting for it. It'll happen.
It's going to happen now. We fucking talked about it, dude. That's usually how it works.
Yeah. I didn't realize a bunch of like um the dude from Law and Order, Elliot, he was the one of the dinosaurs with the bandana, Spike, I think it was, or some shit. He was he was the Ankylosaurus dinosaur.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. He had a birthday just Friday or Saturday, and it popped up and it had a picture of that dinosaur, and I was like, holy shit, he was that. I used to
Huh,
watch
I
that
have no
back in the
idea.
day. Yeah. Like this I actually like this movie. I'll probably be watching it on a rotation every once in a while.
So that's what I was telling my old lady. I think I've watched it. This is like the third or fourth time. I think I've seen it. And it doesn't really answer any questions. It just brings more questions up.
Dude, yeah. Uh,
Like I I don't okay, so she is sitting in the street with her binoculars. So what was she looking for? Was she just people watching? Is that what she was doing?
she was mapping out the city or something from what it said on the list of all the like information. She was like mapping the city for other people that had like no memory, but I don't understand what she was
See,
doing.
how did they get that information from that? Because I thought she was just a homeless person.
Yeah, same
And
here.
she seen Pinocchio walking down the road, and it was like, is he? Did she know who he was when she got him? Because she wasn't like freaked out by him at all. She was more curious.
Yeah.
And how did you know his name was Pinocchio?
I at one point she was cleaning him up and she took his shirt off and I think he had a tattoo on him that had like
Oh shit! Yeah,
964
I missed that
Pinocchio.
part, dude.
Yeah.
So that
I'm
was a
like,
part that was throwing me off because when it was at the facility later on, they were calling him Pinocchio too, but then
yeah,
they would also call him 964. So
yeah.
I was like, so that answers the question right there because I had no idea how they both were calling him Pinocchio.
And like she went to the library and like found Pinocchio and then she was like, what's the 964? And she was like, never mind, it doesn't matter or something. And I was like, what? Okay. Like,
That's what I'm saying. There's just more questions, dude, than
yeah.
answers.
And he's a sex slave robot that can't keep it up. Like, what the fuck?
You know what though? It says he's like a sex robot, but in reality, in the whole movie, they show a little bit of nudity and some
Yeah,
like weird movements, but they don't ever show the act actually happening.
no,
So that was like that was like it's crazy that it's about a sex robot and it doesn't really show anything happening. Which I'm pretty impressed about that they didn't actually have to show anything to get the concept across.
yeah. I tried, I started Tetsu the Iron Man, and
Oh yeah, I bet.
oh, there's a part in the movie where dude gets fucked by like a conduit hose. He's like on all fours, and you just see it go in his ass, and I'm like, what the fuck? And my old lady's like, Vito, we're not watching this. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, holy shit. Like it's cyberpunk and the picture on the cover looked cool as fuck because dude had like weird cyberpunk like metal coming off his face and like an eye and like weird shit. And I'm like, this looks cool. And then you pop it in and you're like, what the fuck? This is fucked up.
I wonder how much of it's like that. If that's just one weird scene and then it chills out a little bit, or if it's like a constant thing like that. Because that's the main reason I can't watch Human Centipede. One of my buddies was like, "You need to watch this." I'm like, "Oh, what's it about?" I'm thinking it's about a human monster centipede when he's telling me about it. And he told me the concept of it. I said, "I think I'm gonna pass, dude. I don't think I'm." So that's like one movie that I have never watched, and it's one movie that I have no urge to watch at all.
I've
Because I'm
watched,
like, that
I've
sounds.
technically almost watched all three. The first
Oh
one I
yeah,
watched, that one's actually pretty cool. The concept of it, like, he's a doctor and he sews the people like to their ass, and it's three girls, I think it is. And the next one, it's a dude working at a like a full booth like for or no, a parking garage for like cars. And it's just a fat, dumpy, short dude. And he is watching Human Centipede. So it's a VHS tape. It wasn't an actual movie. We were watching like a VHS tape of just a random ass movie, and dude's watching it, jerking off with sandpaper at
What
one
the
point.
fuck?
And then he wraps barbed wire around his dick and jerks off. And I'm like, what the fuck? But he doesn't do
Yeah.
it like medically. He just takes them and like puts them up against it and like staples their face to their dude's ass. And he's
Oh,
got like,
damn.
yeah, he's got like four people, I think it is, and one of them's a pregnant lady, and he's feeds them X-Lax, so they shit because they're not shitting and they're almost dying, and he's like, "Boo, boo, feed them." And at one point, you hear the stomach gurgling, and shit, the person's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then you hear, and it shows like the face, and like you see shit flying out the side.
Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that one, man.
Dude, I fucking lost it. I started laughing. The part that, like, I quit watching it at one point and had to pause it was the pregnant lady escapes and gets in the car. She has her baby inside the car because he's trying to get her, and she's putting the car in gear, and the baby's behind the gas pedal, and she hits the gas pedal and just crushes the baby, the infant's head.
Oh,
And I'm
damn.
just like, I'm good. Paused, like, oh, hold on a minute. Like, this is fucked. Like, my stomach
That is
turned.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then she, like, escapes him. But I'm just like, this is fucked. This is worse than Terrifier almost. Before Terrifier. Like, holy
See, I
fuck.
think the Terrifier movies are pretty funny, man. Like when I watch them, I think they're pretty funny. They're goofy.
The,
I've only seen one of them, but the one I watched, it was it's like so over the top violence that I don't know. It made me chuckle.
the second and third one is kind of hard to watch. The third one is like ultra gore, like just torture porn pretty much, and just like gore nonstop. And it's like, holy,
I think that might have been the one that I watched, dude. Is that the one where he's in the laundromat?
no, that's two, I
Two?
believe.
That's the one I watched. Like when they go, there was a cool part in it. Like when they go on like that set, and I think they start like taking everybody out with a gun
Yeah.
and like catching the place on fire. Or was it a flamethrower? I don't know. It was kind of crazy. It was like a chick on it. She was it. I think it was right. There was like a flaming sword in the movie. Am I wrong about that?
Ah, fuck it. I think so.
In the
I'm not.
belly or
I'll have
wings
to,
or burnt wings? I don't know. It was. I couldn't really follow that one either.
I need to watch them again. Like the third one, I watched in like segments because it was so much gore. Like at one point, dude's in a shower getting uh intimate with his chick, and he gets cut up the middle. Like,
Oh damn!
yeah. And you just see like everything, and he just like gets cut in half, and I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah, I can deal with the
Do you
gore, but after a
do you
while, I'm
consider
just like,
this one a gory film or just kind of a because it had like some gore in it, but like it was more like just like the nasty goos of everything in this one. Like they did like when you said that chick when she started puking and then she started rolling around in it and eating it. But the puke didn't really look like puke. It looked like
no,
it was like styrofoam almost.
it just looked
And
like she
then
just had like a bag of the rice or whatever and just like squirted it out. It didn't actually
right,
look like vomit, which it wasn't that bad. Like it was like at first I was just like, holy shit, she's vomiting, and then it just kept going, and I'm like, okay, that's not accurate.
right,
Like, you can't puke up that much rice. You don't have that much in your stomach.
right. See, that's when I was thinking is what's going on with her because, like you said, was she also a robot?
Like,
but she knew people.
like there was
They were doing this to
flashes.
people.
There was flashes of like her stabbing something, and then she like went off the rails at one
You're
point.
with the syringe. Are you talking about with the syringe?
Yeah,
Remember, he had the syringe.
yeah.
What
And
was
then
up
it
with
was
that?
some. Then it flashed to like some weird fucking face that was all deformed. And then
Yep.
she snapped and like started running around screaming and then started
It was
vomiting.
like they almost switched spots. Like she started acting like how he was acting. But also, so she did all that crazy stuff, tortured Pinocchio for some reason. I'm like, I thought this was his homie.
Yeah.
It was kind of fucked up. And then so the gas gun. I wanted to bring the gas gun up
Ooh.
to you. That thing was gigantic, and like I seen it pop up on the screen. I'm like, that thing is huge and ridiculous. And then like the next scene, the guy who's supposed to be wielding it, he's bitching about the size of it, and it was supposed to kill her like instantly. All
Yeah.
right, and so check this out. I said it was supposed to kill whoever the gas came in contact with instantly, and it wasn't supposed to look like a murder, pretty much.
Yeah.
But when it showed the gas and it showed the person that the gas hit, they were like totally crustified. I said that looks like somebody did something. Like,
Yeah. But it didn't kill her though. That's why I was
no,
like,
it didn't.
and then
That's what I'm like.
she went up to the dude,
Oh,
ripped off his mask, and like started scratching his face. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she puts the mask on. She's laughing, like spraying that shit at him, at Pinocchio.
yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
See, so like I said, like scenes that could have been like cut down just a little bit. Like when she was scratching that dude's face, that went on, I swear, for like 2 minutes. I'm like, this is crazy, dude.
yeah,
And just started pawing away at it. I'm like, damn, she's
like there,
really getting at it.
there was weird scenes where it would do something weird, and then it would like it cut to a dude out in the train station licking like a needle or something, and then it cut to her out in the junkyard. And I'm like, why did they show that dude for like one split second and then junkyard?
Nope. There was a couple scenes in there that I have absolutely no idea why they're in there. The one I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget to ask you. Because I don't know where it connects at all. Is so it was towards the end during all that chaos, and it showed this dude walking in like I'm guessing that's a train station that they keep on going to. Is that what it is? A train
That's,
station?
yeah.
I don't know that area. And he's walking, and there's like this little girl in front of him, and he starts talking about adopting a kid, and his wife wants a kid, and then kidnaps the little girl and runs off. Like, where's that fit into the story at all? Like, I have no idea what that had anything to do with the story at all. I'm like,
Neither do
why
I.
did that do?
I I know him and his wife were wanting or girlfriend were wanting kids, and they I don't know if they couldn't do it or couldn't have kids. And yeah, that part I was just like, he just kidnapped that little girl and like took off.
Right. And just ran off, and I'm like, because I don't even know who was that guy. Was he like the guy that was supposed to be looking for Pinocchio?
Yeah, he was one of the people.
So he just went on a side mission. Then he's like, "This
Yeah,
is what I'm doing
he
on the
was like, fuck
side."
this, I don't care. And
That that was, that part kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, does that have something to do with the movie, or is that just something that got thrown into the movie? I
yeah,
feel like that happened a lot too.
that was kind of
Like,
weird too. I didn't understand that either. I was like, the fuck? He just stole a little kid. And he's like, my wife's gonna be happy I have a kid. And I'm like,
right?
what? Your old lady's gonna be like, where'd you get this kid?
See, for instance, is that a part that what he's saying right there isn't actually what is supposed to be? Is that not actually what happened?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm kind of wondering because some of it was kind of like, huh? Like her talking to Pinocchio's when she puts the Canes on him. She's like, "You're fucked now." I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Oh
right. I was
shit!"
like, oh damn. I did. I felt bad for him, and she's like yanking on his neck, and then she starts whipping the chain around. I'm like, this bitch is mean, dude.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious though. Like her face, and she was actually just a part, like a helper, and dude put her in the movie like a week before. Like he was like,
Oh
"Hey,
no
you
shit.
want to do it?" Yeah, and this is her only like film role. And Pinocchio, he his parents had a farm, and after the movie, he went and got married and went back and started doing the farming stuff.
Oh damn. So he's not even in the second one.
I don't think so.
I just seen that that today that there was a second one, so I haven't even looked into that one at all.
Neither have I really.
Like I said, I told Callie that I might have to try to find that one because I wonder, does it fill in some of the blanks or does it just add more questions to the shit that's happening?
It'd probably add more questions than anything.
So we were talking about like the rice score or the like the puke, like what it was. So like towards the end when he like punches that dude in the stomach and like his guts are just falling out, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So you got the genius, right? Or the mad
yeah,
scientist or whatever the fuck he is. And then you got the his secretary or the lady that works with him and she was like on the ground and she started getting all crazy too.
yeah,
So I'm like, is she like one of the, is it just a bunch of like weird robots that work? But so she's like sitting in front of a pile of goop. Did you notice that?
yeah,
And it looked like wet, nasty dog food. But was
yeah.
that supposed to be dude's guts?
I think so.
See,
Like,
that's what I'm talking about with like some of the gore in this. It's just, it's not even really gore. It's just like they look like they looked around and said, "Well, what we need this to happen in this. What do we got?" And we're like, "Well, we got this dog food." It's
yeah,
like, all right, soak it red and white and dump it out.
yeah. I mean, like, it was gore stuff, but it wasn't. It was just like normal day, like food and just like random shit.
Right. I respect that. So one of my favorites gore scenes. It's actually in one of the Toxic Avengers, and it's a part. And I know if you've seen it, you know this part. It's they're I think they're like in a fight in the street, and there's a car, and it smashes the head. It like runs over dude's head, and they actually just put a wig on a watermelon and ran over the watermelon. And you can not it doesn't look like it, but if you like slow it down or pause it right when it smashes, you can see some of the green. But I feel like that's kind of where they got inspiration from is from films like that with the special effects because the something I really like in film is I love it when a movie looks crusty. A lot of people don't like that, but that's like one of my favorite aesthetics about this is that it looks like shit. And most people probably hate the fact that it looks like that. Like the shots like are just they just look crusty in every shot. The dark scenes are like almost too dark, but you can see like one chunk of light. It that's like one. I don't know why I like crappy looking stuff, but it's like my favorite to look at.
My wife, she was talking about watching Texas Chainsaw on VHS back in the day, and it was like some of the scenes were so dark and gritty, you couldn't really see what the hell was going on. And then you get the 4K and DVD releases now, and you can see everything, which
Oh shit!
some of it, I mean, it's cool, but I like how you said the gritty and just like dirtiness of certain movies. I like that aspect instead of it being clean and pristine. Like, oh, here's a 4K UHD version of this movie, and it's like I don't want to see everything. I
Right?
like some of the
Have you
stuff
seen
hidden.
Gummo?
No, it keeps
Okay.
popping up on like people's feeds and shit, and I'm just like,
Okay, if you like that's one of my like the movie is fucked up, all right? The whole movie is fucked up, all right? There ain't there's not a good happy scenario. It's just one of those. It's fucked up, all right. But if you like that kind of style of film, this. I don't tell people they have to watch a movie, but if you like that fucking nasty looking shit, you need to watch that because the stuff in there's like really fucked up shit that happens in it, but it is beautiful. The shots are amazing. The shots are amazing, and the acting is almost it's a wild one. So if you like crusty movies, I highly recommend Gummo. That's another one that I'll probably never actually own a physical copy of it because I want to say the VHS it is about $300 last time I looked on eBay, and the DVD was about $100 last time I looked. Now it was like a year or two ago. But if you can find Gummo, it's like it's one of those movies that I'm always looking for when I'm looking at VHS or DVDs. So if you see me scoping stuff out, that's the movies I'm looking for.
yeah,
But I don't know who made it, but it's a really it's just the dingiest movie ever.
yeah. There's certain movies that I'm just like, I want a copy of that just because, like,
Oh,
I haven't sold my um Dead Alive DVD that I bought, fuck, back in the 2000s. I haven't sold any of my Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead movies. Like I'm keeping those because they're hard to find. Like,
I got I got a Night of the Living Dead, and actually I just found the new Dawn of the Dead on VHS. So I was pretty stoked when I found that one. So you know what? I watched it, and you know what? It's still a fucking badass movie, dude.
is it the remake Dawn of the Dead or the original?
No, it's the remake.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
No, I watched that movie so many times when it came out. It's crazy.
yeah, like I have the OG Dawn and Ken Foree, he's going to be up at the UC FrightCon
Oh,
in June, I think it is. And he's going to be there and a couple other people like uh fuck, who else? Um the chick from Chucky Child's Play 3, the blonde chick, she's gonna be there and a couple others. I just want to go for Ken. I want him to sign my DVD.
oh, that'd be cool, man.
Yeah, just have it and just put it up and be like, that's mine.
Where's that at?
Um uh let's see if I can find it. You see right on. I can spell. I don't spell too good. QC FratCon. Uh, June 26th through 28th. Quad Cities. The River Center, Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, it's at the River Center.
Yeah.
That might be cool to go to. I've never been to anything like that before. I've been to like some like small like little comic book conventions and shit like that, but I've never had the opportunity to go to like I always say I'm going to go to it, and then for some reason something comes up and I never make it.
Did you
So
ever
that would be
play
cool.
Resident Evil? Like the OG Resident Evil?
A long time ago, I played it like when it actually first came out on like PlayStation. I had it, but I haven't played any of the new ones.
You remember the live action like video that they shot for the game where
Oh
instead of
yeah,
being Greg Smith, the dude that played Barry, in the
Okay.
video for the game. He's going to be there.
Oh, that's cool.
Sean
What's
Wallen
that?
from People Under the Stairs. Uh, fuck, what's his?
I've never seen that either. I've never
What?
seen People Under the Stairs. Nope, never seen it.
I'll bring it. I have a DVD of it. The mom from Silent Night, Deadly Night, she's going to be there. She was also in Cannibal Run. Sam Jones from uh, Flash Gordon, he's going to be there. So,
That's pretty cool, man, that they're getting these people to come to the Quad Cities.
yeah, we had a con at the Rust Belt for 2 years. It was called the Midwest Monster Fest. And I went one year just because Richie Ramone. That's who I wanted to see. That was it. That's all I wanted to do is go see him and get an autograph. And I did. And he was like, "Hey, you want a picture?" Because I was like,
Oh, that's
"I
cool.
came just for you." And he like lit up and was like, "Hey, you want a picture?" And I was like, "I didn't pay for one. I just bought autographs." He's like, "No, it's cool." I was like, "Bet." So I got a picture with
Hell
him.
yeah.
And Clint Howard was there. Um, Mark Togel from Toxie, he was
Oh,
there,
that's cool.
and just a bunch of others. There was one of the Jasons. Fuck, what? He played in Friday the 13th. He was Tommy Jarvis. I'm blanking on his name. He was there, like a bunch of people, and then they were going to do it a third year, and we're getting like the cast from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They had two of the clowns, the girl, and a couple others. And then it just like went oop, gone. And I'm just like, what the hell happened? And yeah, come to find out that some shady stuff was going on. People were getting, yeah. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. Yeah, so I'm kind of sad because that was cool. That's where Brian met Clint, or yeah, one of his co-hosts from I Like It Spooky. They met at Midwest Monster Fest and got together and started doing the I Like It Spooky hosting and shit. And I'm just like, this is cool. But I haven't been to any other cons, and QC Fried Con is one that I want to go see just for Ken.
No, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to keep that in mind that that's going on.
Yeah, June. I'm I'm waiting. I was gonna go to Planet Funk Con. It was last last year, and I fucking forgot because they had the dude that played Cole from Gears of War. He was there, and I was like, the voice actor for Cole Train, he's there. I want to go see him, and then it came and went, and I was like, wait, when the hell was this? Oh fuck, that was like 2 months ago. God damn it. Shit came up and I forgot. Seems
No, that's always a bummer, dude, when you miss
I
that
know.
shit.
Life happens and it's like, fuck.
You know what though? If he went one time, he might show up again.
Yeah, that is true. They got like a bunch of Power Rangers coming to the Planet Con.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like they're not, I think it was like RPD or something. Not like the OG Power Rangers though. They actually
Oh, the
came
new
to a
one.
couple.
Well, I think the old Power Rangers is not a bunch of them left, is there?
I know the Red Ranger's still doing stuff. He's been around a couple of times. I think he's going to be in Springfield soon. Uh,
Hmm.
I know, yeah, the Green Ranger Tommy. He he's no longer with us. That one hit hard when he took his life. I was like, this sucks. There's my childhood. And then it pops up on Facebook, and I'm just like, this is fucking terrible day. Fuck my
Right.
life. Like Tammy put on fucking uh Faces of Death last night. She's like, time to ruin your life. And I was like, what? Like some of it, it was it was gore, like showing them kill the animals and shit, and then some of it was faked. Like,
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I think there is. I think a lot of the shit that is has like the animals and stuff in it because that's easy footage to get. I think a lot of that stuff is real.
yeah, like they
But
were at the
like,
slaughterhouse.
which one did you watch? Did you watch the first one?
Yeah,
There's like seven of them. There's like a crazy amount of them.
I found them
But
all online. There,
huh?
1, 2, 3 movies has every single fucking Faces of Death. Like they have the OG ones and the new one.
What is it on?
1, 2, 3 movies.
1, 2, 3 movies.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's another one. I'd probably watch it like once just because I remember watching it when I was like 14, 15 years old. And then I'd probably just put it up in somewhere. I almost was able to get it one time, and the dude was gonna sell it to me, but then he backed out of it, and I wasn't able to get it.
Yeah.
You can usually get them. Well, see, now that the movie's coming out, I think the price on it's gonna go up because that's just how shit goes.
Yeah.
But you were able to get it. I think it was for about 30 bucks.
That's
And
not bad.
I haven't looked at it now, but now that this new one's coming out and it's putting the name back out there again, and I think that's going to jack the price up on it.
When I bought, I I wanted to watch Near Dark like for a couple years and wasn't streaming anywhere, so I bought a copy from a dude up in Canada for like $40, I think it was. Because before that, I was looking up on eBay and like Amazon. Dude, just a normal DVD was 100, $200 because it was out of print. And I'm just
And you
like,
said Near Dark. Near Dark
yeah,
is what you're talking about.
uh-huh.
Okay. Whoa, check this out. I was flipping around on TikTok and I have like a lot of like video stores and that kind of shit popping up on my stuff. And this guy was talking about new movies that he had gotten, and Near Dark was one that he had just got on there.
Nice.
So I was like, "Oh, that's cool." You never hear that's a good vampire movie that nobody knows and nobody talks about. It's kind of fucked up. But
Like,
I had it because my buddy had told me about it, and I used to work and go out on the road with my dad, and we would have the opportunity to stop at weird places all the time. We stopped at this strip mall, and it was a movie store. There was so much shit there, and because my buddy, because I like Lost Boys, and he's like, if you like Lost Boys, you need to check out this movie. So I hadn't watched it because there nothing. We didn't have streaming then, and I went and I actually found the DVD of it, and I had it. And a long time ago, this dude stole all my DVDs, and that was one of them that got stolen. I was so
oh,
bummed.
dude.
Like when I was probably like 15, 16, like every Tuesday, I'd go out and just get the whatever movie that was popping at the time. And I had like the Kill Bills, Napoleon Dynamite, like that whole section right there is when I was doing it. I was getting like a nice collection of movies, and that was in it. And yep, someone came and stole my whole stack of DVDs and my
Oh,
Xbox. It was sad, dude, because I had got home from whatever the fuck I was doing and sat down on because I had a couch in my bedroom, and I sat down and I like looked over to where my shit's at because I was probably getting ready to play games, and everything was just emptied out. It was just like he went in there and just pulled it.
oh,
It sucked, dude. And I mean, I got probably some of the movies back just over time, but it was just fuck, dude. Movies were like 15, 16 bucks, and
yeah,
15 and 14, 15 getting all those movies was kind of a pain in the ass, dude.
yeah.
But Near Dark, that I'm glad to hear you say something about that because I don't
Dude,
ever hear anybody talk about that movie.
like the bar scene in that movie was fucking awesome. Like I
See,
watched it and I was
it's
just
been
like,
so long, Chris. I don't even remember the movie. I just remember that I liked it a lot. It's been that long since I've seen it.
like I grew up watching Lost Boys because I couldn't get near dark, so I was like, Lost Boys is cool as fuck. I just kept watching that constantly. I watched it at my cousin's house on HBO or Cinemax one night. It was during the weekend. We were up late and we were flipping through channels, and it was like halfway through, and we were like, "What the fuck is this? This is cool as fuck." So we flipped on the guide to see when it played again. We stayed up. Well, I stayed up. My cousin fell asleep. I watched it, and then I was like, "Hey, it's back on. Wake the fuck up." And he woke up and like started watching it, and we were just like, "Holy shit, this is fucking cool." And then come to find out, Near Dark was pretty much in that time frame, but I never watched it back in the day. And then I found a DVD copy cheap after a while. They actually, I think, reprinted Near Dark, so I think the prices are coming down. I tried getting a Blu-ray of it, but I couldn't find one anywhere close. I think you can
Oh,
order it online and shit, but other than that, I'm just like, this is bullshit. I want an actual copy of it and digital so I
right.
can have it.
Well,
Like,
no, I feel like physical media is definitely coming back. Just with I see like the rise of physical media and everything from movies to like CDs and all that stuff. I think it's coming back just for the fact that everything everything is going up in price. And the main thing that I loved about streaming stuff is that you didn't have any commercials, you
yeah,
know? And now all the streaming stuff now comes with commercials even if you pay for it. So it's like this is commercials. We're getting commercials again.
I know. It's almost like watching cable, but worse. It's like,
But worse, it's just a bunch of medicine about
yeah,
depression pretty much.
yeah, or like fucking diabetic medicine or like some medicine that'll cure whatever you got, but give you like 15 other fucking ailments. And it's like,
Right?
no, I don't want to watch this. I want no commercials,
Right, you have to take
motherfucker.
another medicine to
Yeah.
get the shit to fix it from the other one.
Yeah, but this movie was actually pretty cool. I'll have to watch it again. Just see if I can not watch the subtitles or figure out how to turn them off and just watch the movie without the
See,
subtitles.
I do. I think if even for somebody who doesn't want to fuck with subtitles, I really don't think you actually need subtitles
No.
to watch it. And I think you might even comprehend it more if you don't have any subtitles and you're just watching them because like you said, even with the subtitles on it, it still didn't make no fucking sense.
I kind of want to find someone and be like, "Hey, do you know how to like translate Japanese?" And be like, "Translate this for me," and actually have it right and see if it actually
Right.
lines up with what they're saying. Because some of it
Well,
makes no fucking sense.
and okay, so there was a part in it where the subtitles were gibberish. Like it
Yeah,
was actual, it was actual gibberish. I'm like, why are they putting the subtitles up for him not actually even saying any real words? And I
yeah.
don't know if that was like, yeah, I didn't get that part. I'm like, why they put subtitles up for that? I can hear that. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just saying like that's not actual Japanese that they're speaking right now. It's
Something like, yeah, the movie, it makes sense, but it doesn't in aspects. Like,
so the moment that you think you're starting to comprehend what's going on is they throw something else at you that makes you ask more questions. Like, okay, he gets thrown out. He's lost. He doesn't have any memory. He's walking down the street. She sees him. pretty much kidnaps him, takes him
Yeah.
to her closet, starts helping him. So you're like, oh, she's helping him. She's a decent person in this weird world that they live in. And then she like gets sad that he like leaves. He comes back. That part cracked me up. She's like crying and he's like standing up on that like little like that's and he still has that goofy hat on and he's just like I'm like, oh, this is so he must like have a connection with this lady, and then they connect, and then she, as soon as like, it looks like it's a happy thing going on. She goes crazy and starts beating the shit out of him. I'm like, I thought I understood what was going on, but I don't. Like it makes sense to a point, but they also throw in things that just
Yeah.
make you veer off a little bit.
I like watching it again. It like when they touch tongues at that one point, it like freezes and like stops, and then it like shifts to something else. Did they like switch bodies?
See,
Like,
that's what I was actually because I was talking to my old lady about it because she's usually walks through the room when I'm watching it, and I kind of like asked her that too because I was telling her like this chick, she went like crazy after they hooked up. Like, did like whatever was going on with him pass on through her? And that's like so like him hooking up is like kind of like making her crazy. And like you said, like they like he passed that on to her. So you talked about the movie like freezing up right there.
yeah,
I don't know if it was on purpose or if it's a flaw, but it does that throughout the whole entire movie. Like sound will just cut. And I was trying to figure out if that was like meant to happen or if that was like just fuck ups in the editing process of the film. Like, did they actually mean to break the sound there, or did they mean to do it? Because when I was watching it and they like you said like they touch tongues and it freezes, I'm like, oh man, my DVD fucked up.
yeah.
Like there was a couple parts in it where I'm like, is this the movie or is my shit fucking up in it? But I think it. I mean, it works. Even if it did fuck up, if it's not supposed to be there, or if it is supposed to be there, it works with the film because it's just it's so choppy of a movie.
Yeah. Like,
Like the close ups are close up, and then but it something else I really like in films is fast cuts, like where it's just flashes. I really like seeing that too.
yeah, that was pretty cool. But I'm still left like wondering what the fuck. Now I need to watch Rubber Lovers or Rubber's Lover now, just so have an idea of what the sequel is and like if it helps fix and like tell you kind of what the fuck happened in Pinocchio.
Were they in Paris at the end? Was that the Eiffel Tower, or was that just an antenna?
I think it was just an antenna tower, like where they
Okay,
were at.
so at the end, he takes that head and puts it on his head, right?
Yeah,
And he says he feels complete after he does that, or his head is clear. So
yeah,
maybe you were right. Maybe like when they were touching tongues, maybe stuff did get separated. And at the end, when he did that, it like connected it everything back as a solid.
because
But why
like
did the head do that?
because when he was talking, it sounded like it was his voice plus hers, like combined, like a weird reverb. Like my mind is clear, and
Yeah,
I am happy. I'm one with you. Like, because he rips her head off and like shoves it on his, and that blows out smoke. And I'm just like, what the
right.
fuck?
Well, that yeah. What the fuck, dude? And
And
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
this is the end, huh?
yeah, like okay, because she rips her face off, and then I was waiting for like the cool ass like no skin on the face gore, and then it cuts and it's a giant head, and I'm like, what
right?
the fuck is this? So I
See, okay. Oh, go ahead.
so I don't know if she was one of them or what.
Okay, so you brought it like the big heads were it was fucking weird. All right.
Yeah.
And but like when so going back to when they were looking in the catalog, is that the stuff is that what you were actually like seeing was like the alternate versions of them? Is that are they like see that's why I said are they robots or are they like from like a different dimension?
Okay,
And they're
so
just like
yeah,
eh, that
like I yeah, it's weird. Okay, so I looked up Rubber's Lover. It's
okay.
often interpreted as a prequel to 964 Pinocchio.
A prequel?
Yeah, supposed to be. It's interpreted as that. Rubber's Lover
Hmm.
details a clandestine group of scientists who conduct psychotic experiments on human guinea pigs that take away that they take away from the streets using brain-altering drugs, sensory deprivation, and computer interface. They subject
Oh shit.
patients to gruesome scientific torture that often end in brutal death. After the continued failure and pressure from the company to cancel the project, they pursue one last experiment using one of their own as a test subject, yielding dangerous results. Okay,
Hmm.
so
It actually, I mean, by what the movie's about, it sounds like it answers a lot of the questions in this one. But
yeah,
does it?
yeah, it came out in September 28th, 1996. So it was after this one. But
Hmm.
yeah, now I need to watch this one. Just the cover art's creepy. It's like some
Yeah, I
chick.
have to look it up because when you told me that, I was like shocked that they made like a second part to this one.
It's black and white.
Yeah. I wonder if they did that because it's like before like a prequel. I wonder if that's why they did it in black and white. Because usually like flashbacks, sometimes flashbacks will be in black and white. You know.
Yeah. Uh, Rubber's Lover was released on Blu-ray in 2025 by New Wave
Oh,
Video.
cool.
So,
Oh
and
man, I might have to check it out. And might be able to not have to pay $100 for a copy of it.
true. Uh, Fukio, the director for the both movies, he was assistant director on Tetsuo, the Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
So that's why
Yeah.
he's a little fucking nutty in this one with all the
Hmm.
weird shit. And he was also homeless when he wrote this one, from what IMDb or Wikipedia said.
E- So I you can definitely tell that it's like a lower budget film, but that was like something that I was like trying to like figure out is like because I feel like it was like a lot of it was shot guerrilla style. A
Yeah,
lot of it was done with like no money. You know, it was like the a lot of shots are in a dirty closet or like I said, gorilla. And but some of the spots were kind of crazy. Like when they're in like the laboratory parts, like it's pretty crazy that they're actually able to get those kind of locations if it was like as like some of the equipment that they were using looked like legitimate equipment that would be at a lab. And I
yeah,
was kind of shocked when I seen some of that stuff.
yeah. I couldn't find any like uh how much the movie made or anything online for it. Like it normally Wikipedia posts like what it made for
Hmm.
money, but it hasn't popped up anything. And I was like, this is weird. Normally,
Has that director shot any newer films?
da, 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 da. Oh damn, he passed away in 2026.
Oh
Oh
shit!
shit, he
So they
died. He died April 2nd. Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
He was 60, 64, 65 is what they put it at. Damn. Years active, 1984 to 2026. Uh, Chaser of the Ranger, Unknown Year, Scourge of Blood, 1984, Metal Days, 1986. I can't even fucking. Eurizio, 1986, Caterpillar, 88, Pinocchio, 91, Forever's Lover, 96, Hentai Rando, 2004, One, 2006, Densen, 2006, Denrin, Denrin, I fucked that one up. 2007, The Hiding, 2008, S94, 2009 is what his filmography is. Damn, that's that's weird. We're
He,
covering this, and he just
right?
passed. Like the fucking synchronicity of that.
I didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought it was like just like a group of buddies like got together and made this. I
Yeah,
didn't know the dude made so many films.
that's
So I wonder if this is the weirdest one or one of his more normal ones.
yeah,
It's crazy. You said he was homeless when he
yeah.
made this?
When he wrote this one, it said he was homeless.
Hmm.
Damn.
No, I might have to check out some of his other ones. I am gonna check out the prequel to this one though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I
same.
can get my hands on it.
Damn, that sucks. He's passed away. That's weird. That is so weird. Find that out.
That no, that is pretty crazy.
What the fuck? He's like, hey, do this, do this. Yeah, I actually pretty dig this one. I'll have to watch the prequel and then check out all this other stuff. See if
It's
it's
it's definitely a movie that the more times you watch it, the more questions you have. But the big part of something that I like about watching movies is if each time you watch it, you're asking more questions and it's getting your brain thinking about stuff. I feel like the movie is actually doing what real art is supposed to do and get you
yeah,
to think about shit.
yeah,
'Cause, like a lot of movies now, you put on and it's telling you exactly what's happening. Like you don't ever have to think about what the creators are trying to get across to you. They leave it up for interpretation,
yeah. It's pretty much like here's the plot. It's like spoon fed to you, and you're
right?
just like just sitting there droning on, like, oh, okay, I get it. And this
Yeah,
one,
there's a
it's
bunch
like,
of like explosions and
yeah,
and special effects and famous people.
yeah. This one, you're just thinking like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, and you keep watching it, trying to figure it out, and you're just like, I haven't figured it out yet, or did I? And then you start thinking about it again. You're just like, I need to
Yep,
talk to someone. And then you converse with them, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you show them, and you're like, this, and they're like, what the fuck? Then they
right.
start thinking, and then you get other people watching it, and then it's a giant group of people like, what the fuck did I just watch? This is cool, but what the fuck?
Yep. Nope, I agree with you 100% on that one.
There's another one that is pretty decent. It's Itchy the Killer. I think I've watched that one once. Tammy had me watch it, and it's pretty much if you like Pinocchio, 964 Pinocchio. That's another one. Same with Rubber's Lover and Tetsuo, the Iron Man, which there's actually a couple of those. There's like three or four of the Tetsuos, I think, that they made, which is kind of weird. The movies, uh, I don't mind it. It's just that sex scene was weird on Tetsuo. We didn't get
That is a
past that.
weird scene, man. I wonder, was it actually supposed to be a hose or was it supposed to be wires?
Uh, it
Like
was
I've
like,
never seen the movie, so I have no idea what it's about. But he said it was kind of like cyberpunky. Was
yeah,
they're like turning him into like a cyborg?
yeah. It was like a weird, like, like the conduit where you put wires through. It's like ribbed, like rubber. It looked fuck.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah. At home, the salesman sleeps next to his girlfriend and has a dream in which he is sodomized by organic metal machinery. I just looked up
Oh,
Tetsuo and like scrolled down and it right there. Yeah, but yeah, that's the scene that we stopped watching it at. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it it's a good movie, but what the fuck?
no, I might have to grit my teeth past that scene and check it out. Well, each time I threw in the Pinocchio, my family would walk by and they're like, "What are you watching in here?" And they would always walk by as soon as I started the movie, and it's like that's like the only dirty part is like in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, it's not it's weird, but it's not all
Yeah,
like this.
it like there's some movies where you pop a bit and you're just like, this is going on for too long. It's like the sex scene, and you're just like, someone walks through, what are you watching? Don't worry about
Right?
it. Like ah, this one, it's like right at the beginning, and then it's nothing else. Like no weird porn. Like
Right? But like I said, it's not even like normal sex scenes. They're like
no,
laying like sideways on the person's stomach and just like shaking. And I'm like, what is going on,
yeah,
dude?
like it wasn't anything like normal.
No, for real, it's not. It's like you look at it, you're like, this is the weirdest sex scene I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, it was. That was the only part. So I'm like, I could actually put this on at one point and just be like, eh, and just like watch it while people are walking through. Like, don't worry about this part. It's fine. After this
Right,
scene, it's normal-ish. Like
right,
whatever.
normal-ish.
Yeah. What did you rate this movie?
I liked it. I watched. I seen it a long time ago. I actually I don't even remember how I found it. It might have been like off TikTok. I got into like weird movies and I seen someone had mentioned this or like a clip of it popped up and I had never heard about it. So I jumped on eBay to see if I could find it and I couldn't afford it. And then I talked to my one buddy and he was able to get it for me. And I watched it once then and I didn't know what the hell was going on with it. I liked it, but I like the crustiness of it. So
Yeah.
I'm even if it was uh it the style of it is exactly the kind of stuff that I like. I like fast cuts. I like weird edits. The score in it is I just love weird scores. So I do. I like the movie. If you like Eraserhead, I would say give this one a shot because it makes you feel just as uncomfortable as Eraserhead did.
Yeah. Eraserhead. I left watching that. Like, the fuck did I just watch? And pretty much with this one, I was just like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like,
I feel like they were very similar in style.
yeah. Um, he actually like gave where is it? I have it. He took inspiration from Blade Runner, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and The Possession for doing this. And I'm like, okay, I can see Blade Runner with the cyberistic aspect with
You know what?
Pinocchio.
I see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in it too. I mean, not like, but like the way that it's shot. Because Texas
Yeah,
Chainsaw Massacre, you watch it, it's a really weird movie too.
yeah,
It's real
yeah. And I
good.
can see that aspect in it, watching it again. And I'm just like, okay, now I get that. It was like, I actually liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. I
Oh, right. I
I
think that's
actually
pretty
liked
good.
it. Some there's some movies where I watch them and I'm like, this is fucking garbage. We watched one, I can't even remember what it was, and it was over the top fucking stupid shit. In one part, dude gets a demon in him or something, and he's standing up on a tree and he's like, I have the power. And he's like fucking running around butt ass naked and he gets shot. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then it just like loops back to that at one point where he's like just over the top. And I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. And I can't remember what the movie was. I don't, the Seventh Power something, I think. I'll have to look it up, but I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And it was something Joe Bob recommended or something. And I was like, okay, I'll write it down, watched it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is a fucking hour and a half of my life that I'll never get back. I hate movies
That
like
is
that,
the one.
though.
That is the one thing about watching a crappy movie, and you're like, "Yep, that time of my life is gone now."
Yeah, like this one, I actually liked watching, and I'll watch it again. And it's not something that I'm like, oh God, this is like terrible. And you just like
Well,
shut it off.
I really feel like the more times you watch it, the more, because like I said, there's like a bunch of cuts in it. So I think each time you do watch it, you're going to catch something different or hear something that they say is different or you didn't catch before. And it's going to make your, what you did think was going on is actually different because you're like, oh, this, I missed this on the last time I watched it. So is this connect this person over here with that? Like the syringe, for instance, it was only in the one scene of her in a it looked like a sewer or something,
Yeah.
and and then that's the only time you see her with a syringe. So it's like, what was that like? It just like I said, each time you see it, you're gonna think about something different. Like I didn't see that he had Pinocchio written on him. Like
Yeah.
I totally missed that. So that was like I had no idea how both groups were calling him Pinocchio. I was lost on that one.
Yeah. Like at one point when she had the syringe, she had like the little nurse hat on top. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's a nurse. And then at the end when she rips her face off and gets that giant head, I'm like, so is she one of him or is she like a weird like what the fuck? Like,
See, that's what I was wondering too, man. Is she one of those people that was part of that group?
yeah. And what sucks now is finding out the director's dead. We can't be like, hey, what the fuck did
Right.
you mean by this? Like, what's it
Right.
mean? Like, yeah. Now it's just questions, and you kind of like speculate and have your own answers, but you don't actually have. It's like watching David Lynch movies, and then when he was alive, people would ask him, and he's like, "It's up for your interpretation." And it's like,
Right.
what's this like fucking mean to you? Oh, it means this, but it doesn't. And it's like, okay,
Right.
cool. But yeah, Eraserhead was that was good, but fucking weird. This one was
That's
cool.
it's the same thing. It just makes you ask questions each time you watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to probably go back through and watch Eraserhead again, just
Yeah,
to see if
okay,
I
you know
can
what?
pick.
I haven't watched it in a minute either.
Uh,
And after I talked to you about it, I'm like, you know what? I think I need to throw it back in. There's actually a couple movies I got that I haven't seen in a while that I might go and rewatch just because I haven't seen them in such a long time.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I need to rewatch. But
I think I'm gonna try to find Near Dark though because I heard it the other day and you mentioned it, so I think that's a sign for me to watch it again.
yeah, Near Dark, I need to pull out my DVD. I let a friend of mine borrow it. I need to get it back and pop it in and watch it. Because that bar scene, I'm just like blown away by all the shit. And Severn is cool as fuck. Bill Paxton's character with the spurs on his boots. I'm just like, this is a badass vampire. But I also want, like, I do, but I don't. I want a prequel, but follow Lance Hendrickson, his character, because he was a Civil War. Uh, I don't know if he was in the South or the North. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it, but he talks about it in the movie, and he was like, "Oh, you're how old are you?" And he's like, "I fought for I think the Confederate." And he was like,
See, I do. I need to watch it again, man, because you're making it sound badass.
"Dude,
And I know I liked it when I watched it and had it, but it's been 20 years since I watched it.
the thing is, though, when I watched it the first time, it took forever, like watching it. But then I watched it a second time and it was like done. And I'm like, holy shit,
Hmm.
it was done like that fast. But it also sucks because it doesn't do like days, weeks, months. It's like, it's almost in like a week that it all happens, but it doesn't show time like evolve in it, which
Hmm.
is cool, but at points it's like, damn it, this kind of sucks. And did you know the little kid that's the vampire? He's related to Michael from Lost Boys.
Oh, damn. Nope.
They're half brothers.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
And the uh, Father Karras from The Exorcist is their dad.
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah,
pretty wild, dude.
yeah, I found that out and I was just like, holy shit. And then I look at him and I'm like, yep, I can see it. Yeah, I found that out and I was just like, huh, that's pretty badass to know. Like people post stuff online and I'm like, yep, they're brothers and
Huh.
this is their dad. And people were like, holy shit, I didn't know that. Thanks for the info. I'm just like,
Right?
yeah. Yeah.